This morning at 7:30.
Welcome back. It's not just a meeting, it is a movement and a chance to use your voice. The 83rd annual NAACP convention is coming to Baton Rouge this October, and here to share more is Michael McClanahan, NAACP National Board of Directors and the president for the state of Louisiana chapter. So good morning. Thank you for joining me.
Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So first off, for those who aren't too familiar with the advocacy work that you guys do, not only here in the city of Baton Rouge, across the state of Louisiana, you were telling me you travel across the country advocating on behalf of the country. So talk about what is the NAACP and what do you guys do?
Well, the NAACP is the oldest civil rights organization in the country. We like to say we're the oldest and the boldest, the most loved, the most hated, the most feared and revered, the most cussed and discussed civil rights organization. That is the moniker of the NAACP. We run in when others run out. We fight for education. We fight for health care. We fight for human rights, civil rights, environmental rights. Those are the things that we do and that people need a voice in, and so we're their voice.
And speaking of a voice, the theme of this year is reigniting the call for justice. Just the reigniting part itself stands out. Where did that theme come from?
Well, we look out across the spectrum of the country and see that people have kind of fell into a little lull. And so we want people excited about something that matters to them. If you want to talk about education and you think that we have a crumbling education system, get up off the couch, hit the streets, hit the school board meetings. If you think that your community, your elected officials are not doing anything to make your community better, get up off the couch, get involved in it. So we want people to get involved in what's going on now, not just when things are going bad. We have to start be proactive. And so we are a proactive organization.
Now, what are some of the topics that are going to be discussed at this particular 83rd convention?
Well, dealing with Medicaid, Social Security, we got talking about that, housing, talking about that, always talking about health care. Health care is always environmental justice, because Louisiana is known as Cancer Alley. They're bringing more and more companies in that do the environmental harm. Then they'll do not only the environment, but do the humans harm that live in the environment. So we got those things talking about criminal justice issues. Those type of things will be there at the forefront.
And actually, you have it on the screen. You see it there on the screen. Roland Martin, he's a well-known broadcast journalist. He also advocates on behalf of NAACP and many other organizations. Talk about him. He's going to be the keynote speaker this year.
Roland Martin is a real good guy. He's part of one of the greatest fraternities known to man. And so he's coming to help reignite people in Louisiana. He's coming to help reignite us all, because it will be broadcast throughout the country, throughout the world. And so we are glad that he chose to come to Louisiana to kind of get us moving, because Louisiana is my home, but Louisiana has a lot of issues that we need to attack, and we are doing that. We're going to bring Roland Martin down to kind of help people get in that attack mode.
And this is called, his topic for his keynote is a new perspective for the 21st century. What do you think the need is for not only Baton Rouge, but Louisiana? Again, you touch so many areas of the state. Where do you think the biggest need is, and what is that? I know you talk a lot about healthcare, but anything specific in a certain part, whether it's New Orleans, Shreveport, Baton Rouge?
The greatest need for people to do is to get involved by voting. We can talk about issues, but the only way they will change is through our vote. We're sitting on the couch and we can go up protest, but if you don't go to the polls and vote, it ain't gonna change. Nothing changes except you have to get out there and demand with your vote. Your vote is your voice. We should vote every time. We vote pitifully at the bottom percentile. Those things need to change, because when we start voting, people take notice. If you want somebody to take notice, if you want to change your circumstance, your situation, go to the polls and vote. Not only go, bring your mom or your dad, your little sisters, your little brothers, bring your neighborhood. Everybody get them voting. Once you vote, things will change. And
absolutely. And your T-shirt there actually says it. The best way to protest is to vote.
The best way to protest is actually to vote.
Now, really quickly, this is happening on Saturday, October 4th, starting at 7 p.m. at the Crown Plaza. Tickets are still available for this event. $150 for individual tickets and $1,500 for a table.
Yeah. So the convention runs October the 2nd through October the 4th. You can go to our website, NAACPLAStateConference.org. Get tickets. Come on out and celebrate with us, but learn. We do a lot of training. So, we don't send nobody into a burning building without being trained. So the building is always hot. Let's get trained. Let's link up. Let's go out and fight for justice for all.
Thank you so much for joining me this morning, and we will have all of this information on our website, louisianafirstnews.com. Michael, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me. Stay right there. We'll be right back after the break.